Welcome, everyone. We are so glad that you're here with us today. I'm Rebecca Moon with the Greater Clean Chamber of Commerce, and we are privileged today to be speaking with Amanda Sequeira about Lemonade Day and what is happening in Lemonade Day here in the Fort Hood area. So thanks so much for joining us. I just want to let you know, as we're having this conversation, and let me let you know, Amanda's amazing. You're going to really enjoy what you're about to hear from her. She's just a fabulous person. We're going to be putting all relevant websites and links. All that stuff is going to appear in the comment section. So don't be alarmed. Don't feel like you have to grab your pen and paper. We've got you covered. We also want to encourage questions. So as we're talking or we're having a conversation and you have a question for maybe your child or a neighbor or maybe how you can get involved, we would love to hear your questions. So feel free to put those in the comments. At the very end, we're going to circle back around and answer as many questions as we can with the lovely Amanda. So Amanda Sequeira is here with us. She is the City Director for Lemonade Day for the Greater Fort Hood area. She's also the Vice President of Community Engagement with First National Bank Texas. So welcome, Amanda. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Rebecca. It's always fun, and I enjoy talking about Lemonade Day. I always enjoy the opportunity, so thanks for having us.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. So what's really fun is typically Lemonade Day happens around the first weekend of May, and I love to watch what happens across the city because it's like the Fort Hood area just turns yellow with all the beautiful lemonade stands. But we have a lot of people who are new to the area, and maybe they don't know what Lemonade Day is. So could you talk to us a little bit about what is Lemonade Day?
I would love to. One of the first things I like to show just kind of in introducing the program, I think you have a picture to share with the group, is, when you see a lemonade stand, when you see kids buy a lemonade stand, or for an example in this picture, what do you see? And for us here at Lemonade Day, we see business owners. And so that's kind of a mind shift, I think. Oftentimes when we see kids doing activities, we see those as a kind of a fun activity for a child on a weekend, perhaps. But we really view Lemonade Day as a vehicle for change in our communities. And so that's something that's really important to us and why we do what we do. And so I wanted to kind of share that to start with. So what is Lemonade Day? Well, Lemonade Day is a free community program that introduces youth to entrepreneurship. So we're teaching kids how to start, own, and operate their own business, a lemonade stand. So we feel that you're never too old or never too young to start a business. And so that's what we're teaching our kids and giving them the opportunity to use the creativity that they have, the innovative ideas, and combine them with some life lessons to make something that is theirs that they own. And so that's what Lemonade Day is. And we just celebrated 10-year anniversary last year in the Fort Hood area. So it's been an exciting venture. What Lemonade Day does is, you'll see right there, we have about 4 kind of main pillars. So we're teaching kids to set a goal, make a plan, work the plan, and then achieve their dreams. So these are really life lessons that can transition with a child to anything that they do, regardless of whether in the future they do start a small business outside of a lemonade stand. These are life lessons that they can adapt to their career and life. And so we're excited to impart those to our local kids in a fun and creative way.
Just looking at this makes me want to start a lemonade stand. This looks like so much fun. It looks encouraging. It looks like you've set every child up for success. This looks fantastic.
Well, we try to, and certainly, we just give kids the opportunity, and oftentimes they're the ones that really blow us away. So we have Lemonade Day lessons and curriculum that can be either accessed through printed workbooks, which we used primarily in the past, and now we've transitioned to a digital format called Lemonopolis. But kids go through these very lessons, and they're able to build a business plan. Certainly, it's a modified business plan that's more along their level, but they're building a business plan that they can pursue. So why is entrepreneurship important for kids? I'm sure that that's maybe a question that some people are having beyond just, again, a fun activity to keep kids busy. We really feel like this is an important skill and idea to impart to kids at an early age because of what it opens up for them as far as opportunities. So Lemonade Day National partnered with Gallup, which I know many of you are familiar with. So Gallup has done hundreds of studies throughout the years. And so Lemonade Day partnered with Gallup to do a survey of Lemonade Day participants just a couple years ago. And so they surveyed a certain group of Lemonade Day participants, and then they surveyed a number of children similar in age who had not participated in Lemonade Day. And so they posed those 4 statements that you see before you, and I know you can see the percentages, but I'd like to take a moment just to talk through those briefly. So they asked, they posed this statement to the child, I plan to start my own business. So 72% of kids who participated in Lemonade Day said, yeah, I plan to do that one day, as opposed to just 40% of kids who had not participated in Lemonade Day. And the next statement is, I will invent something that changes the world. That's a lofty statement. And yet 64% of Lemonade Day kids agreed with that statement and said, yeah, I could do that, as opposed to just 29% of other kids. And then the third one I think is particularly important. It says, I can find lots of ways around a problem. 80% of Lemonade Day kids said, yes, I agree with that statement, as opposed to just 69%. What a powerful lesson and skill for kids to learn, that as they're working through Lemonade Day and the highs and lows that come with starting your first business and having your first business and engaging with customers, we find often that our kids are learning how to navigate obstacles. And one of my favorite things that I hear from kids when I talk to them on Lemonade Day, the day that they actually have their stand and put all their lessons into place, is when a kid says, next year, this is what I'm going to do differently. It shows that they have maybe taken a bump in the road that happened on their Lemonade Day experience, but they weren't defeated. And instead, it motivated them to think through their plan for next year. And we think that's just a great skill across the board for kids to have, as well as adults.
Absolutely. That's just amazing, Amanda. So you talked about talking to the kids on their Lemonade Day and hearing their success stories. What are some of the most fun stories you've heard? Can you share with us?
Yes, I can. So one of the things, and sorry, I just realized that my power was a little bit low. So talking about overcoming obstacles right in a pinch. One moment.
These things happen. Technology is both our greatest friend.
And we're back. Yeah. That is correct. That is correct. So we have some very exciting stories. I mean, there's just hundreds of stories that we could share. So I wanted to share a national story with you, as well as one of our local kids. So some of you may be very familiar with Michaela Ulmer. So Michaela Ulmer is the founder of Be Sweet Lemonade. And she participated in Lemonade Day when she was 5 years old and has now gone on to start her own lemonade business. And she really is quite the lemonade mogul. So her lemonade was sold at Whole Foods in Austin at just the age of 9, when she was 9 years old.
Wow.
She was featured on Shark Tank. Her pitch won, and so after that, her business expanded. She was featured in multiple magazines. She met the president. She now travels the world speaking at different forums. She is particularly passionate about the plight of the honeybee, and so she uses a lot of the money that she raises and her platform to really build awareness for the plight of the honeybee, which is incredible. And what a lesson to teach kids that through business, you can have a platform to make a significant difference in the world. So I encourage you to look up Michaela Ulmer. You may have seen her Me and the Bees lemonade at the grocery store, because it's now sold at H-E-B as well. So it's a tremendous success story. And we know that we've got lots of kids just like Michaela right here in the Killeen Fort Hood area. So last year, our Entrepreneurs of the Year, each year we select a child or team of children that have just really wowed us and gone above and beyond with their Lemonade Day experience. And so last year, our Entrepreneurs of the Year were Matthias Ulch and Elijah Haverkost. And so these kids went above and beyond. And as you can probably tell, these are military kids. And that's part of what we love about the Lemonade Day experience, particularly in this area and working very closely with Fort Hood, because so many of our military kids, they know about change, they know about obstacles, struggles and transitions because they've lived it. But this is an opportunity for them to apply what some may view as, discouraging situations. They can take that and turn them into strengths for their business. And that's exactly what Matthias and Elijah have done. And so they wanted to celebrate their military heritage, and they did so with their business. And as you can see, they built, and they really did build it with only just a little help from their parents, a lemonade stand that looks like a Black Hawk. They sold multiple different products. They created a website so that they could do pre-orders as well as sell merchandise for their lemonade stand. And they were able to contribute a portion of their profits to some charities, local charities that were very important to them, as well as save for future endeavors, and then spend a little on themselves, that's kind of a pillar of a lemonade day, is spend, save, and share. But we're very proud of these boys and what they did. Just incredible. And as you can see, they were even interviewed by a news station, and it was just really an amazing experience. And we like to celebrate the stories of kids in our community who have taken this opportunity and used it to do great things.
Absolutely. Wow, look at the creativity of this stand. It's fantastic. It's not what I would have thought of when I think lemonade stand. But this is amazing. I want to stop. I want to see what they've got. I want to talk to them, which is the goal of getting people to their stand, right?
Oh, definitely. And one of the things that we love, and I have it actually on my bookshelf right here. So you could buy just a regular glass of lemonade day for $1 or $2, or you could get a souvenir lemonade cup. And theirs wasn't even just a cup, as a canteen. So they had a canteen, a plastic canteen created with their logo on it, and that you could purchase. So of course I bought it. But how different is that than when you go to a theme park or a special event and getting a commemorative cup? So it's so great to see kids think creatively about, okay, how can I make some extra money here? How can I be creative with my brand? And so kids are learning really so much more than just, if I mix lemons and water and sugar, I get this lemonade drink. They're learning about advertising and creating, like I said, a brand. They're learning about accounting to a degree and budgeting as they build their business. And so it's very exciting to see kids kind of test the waters in those areas, and regardless of their young age, because if they can do that now, imagine where they can go in the future.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. So Lemonade Day this year obviously didn't occur that first weekend in May. And Lemonade Day might look a little differently because of COVID, correct? So you guys have been working. You've got a great plan. Can you tell us a little bit about what Lemonade Day is going to look like this year?
I'd be happy to. I think we're all in the same boat here, that, a couple of months ago when really COVID, hit the state so hard, we all scrambled because life is different as we know it. A lot of our Lemonade Day participants, some of them would do Lemonade Day lessons in classroom settings. Well, classrooms, kids were at home. The great thing about Lemonade Day is that the virtual lessons can go anywhere. And so we really stepped up to the plate to make sure that even though kids maybe weren't in the group settings that they were used to, they could still do Lemonade Day. And even though we couldn't host some of the fun events like the Build-A-Stand workshops, the Brand Your Stand, or other activities that we typically love to have, we wanted to take those same experiences and create digital offerings. So we've been doing that over the last couple months. Typically, as you mentioned, when kids do Lemonade Day, they have the opportunity to have an opening day of business that first weekend of May. So that's when they set up their stand, either in front of a home, in a park, in front of a business, and we have the privilege of going and purchasing their product. Well, in today's COVID world, that's just not an option. But yet, we've had these kids that have been working for months and months, creating a plan, and so we wanted to create an option for them. So this year, we're doing what we're calling Lemonade Day My Way. And so just introducing some flexibility into the program. So this is an opportunity for us as Lemonade Day organizers to learn from our kids, right? We teach them about adapting, and so we're having to adapt this year. And so Lemonade Day My Way looks a little bit different. We're strongly encouraging those kids that want to explore what a virtual stand might look like. So this may be creating a website, and there are lots of resources. We're very fortunate in the age that we live in, that there's many inexpensive website options that kids can create, even just for a temporary time frame. So they can create a website to sell either their lemonade or for someone to kind of purchase a recipe. So even though they might not be able to, go and get a class in person, and they can, sell their recipe or something along those lines. E-commerce stores. So we've been teaching our kids about what that looks like, or even through social media. That's probably the easiest way, is they can work with their parents to create advertisements or promote what their lemonade business might have looked like through social media. We've also given the option of a drive-through lemonade stand. So we've actually seen kids do this in the past, particularly kids maybe who their home has like a circular driveway or something. I was able to do that a number of years ago, and it was so fun. We just drove right on through and got our lemonade and continued on. It was very creative. So that lemonade stand kind of inspired the idea that kids could do drive-through. I mean, that's kind of how we're all eating out these days, right? So that's an option. And then lastly, the to-go. So create a kit with maybe a water bottle and package lemonade for someone to either have mailed to them or pick up, all in a safe environment, of course. So it's not the lemonade day that we're typically used to, certainly, but again, we're trying to give kids an opportunity to adapt and still showcase some of the creativity that they're working on and their brand and some of their ideas. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be working to promote some of those kids that have reached out to us and said, hey, yeah, I'm doing Lemonade Day my way this year, and this is what that's going to look like. So we want to share that with the community so that you can go to their website and check them out. Or maybe you can order a to-go kit, whatever that looks like. And so we'll be sharing that more with the community in the next 2 weeks. So Lemonade Day My Way will take place at the end of this month, the last weekend of July, the 24th and 26th.
Fantastic. So how can parents get involved? How can businesses get involved? Tell us how we can help. What can we do?
Yeah. Well, at this point, again, we're at the kind of the close of the program. So what we would encourage, our community to do is support an entrepreneur. And so again, we'll send the information what that looks like. But Lemonade Day, is becoming almost a year-round program because there's so many opportunities for kids to learn. So if you're a parent or mentor and you think, oh, this is exactly what my kid needs to know. They need to learn about money management. I want them to have that, a taste of that entrepreneurial spirit. Well, we want to get them excited and get them involved. So be sure, to follow us. I know we'll have, the website information online. And when we kick off Lemonade Day registration in a couple of months next year, they can certainly get on board with what we have coming. And we have some exciting information about that too. If you're a business and you want to get involved with Lemonade Day, we always have program sponsors. And again, First National Bank Texas, we initially brought the program to the area about 11 years ago, but we have partnered with other local businesses in the community, as well as school districts and the cities, to bring this program forward. And so we'd love to see other businesses get engaged. I think it's important for kids to see, and hear the stories of how other businesses in the greater Killeen Fort Hood community, how they got started. And we have amazing stories, as you guys showcase all the time, of entrepreneurs who started small and now have a thriving, successful business here in the area. And so we would love for you to be a part. Also, typically, when we have a traditional Lemonade Day, there's opportunities to host a lemonade stand. And so that's kind of a unique experience for kids to have a stand in front of a local business and kind of capitalize on that business's traffic. So again, not really an option for this year because we're really encouraging a virtual experience. However, that's something to keep in mind for next year.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. So I'm going to drop the screen for just a minute and see if we can just chat. There is something else that's coming up with the Lemonade Day My Way. Is that correct? So you've got like the sneak peek coming of maybe an app coming up. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I do. So, it's actually rather timely. We, as a National Lemonade Day organization, have really been working over the years. Taking the current content that we have, and Lemonopolis has been a great tool. We've loved it. Kids have enjoyed it. But now it's ready for, a new experience. And so we have invested really, quite a bit of money and time and effort into creating an experience that kids can, take virtually, which is prime for where we're at right now. We don't know what the COVID timeline looks like. And so we don't want to just wait. We want kids to still have this experience, and families. I know a lot of families are at home and they want their kids to have activities to be able to engage in. And so what better opportunity for a kid to be able to create and build their business? So I am excited that we have a little sneak peek it's called My Lemonade Day. So the new app and the new Lemonade Day experience we've titled My Lemonade Day. So this is something that nationally we will be sharing next year. So this is coming soon. So this is not something that most cities will be able to access quite yet. But just some exciting features for those of you families or groups that have participated in Lemonade Day. You'll be very excited about this because there's videos, there's new interactive formats, there's opportunities for creating an avatar, which we'll show a little bit in a minute. And so there's some exciting new features, as well as some dynamic features that help kids keep track of their expenses, help them create recipes, and help them brainstorm on the pros and cons of locations. So it's really an incredible app. We are so proud of it and so excited. Kids are just going to have a blast with it. And our city and our community is going to be one of the first to pilot it. So this is just a few little screens to show you. Again, just the graphics are incredible, and the lessons have been taken and expanded, and just we have field trips inside, and I think our kids are just going to love it. So we cannot wait to introduce it to you. And so today I'm really excited because in a minute we'll show you just a sneak peek of some of the characters that are coming. So as I mentioned earlier, there's videos that correspond with each lesson. So we have some fun characters that we want to introduce you to. Becky is our main entrepreneur that you'll meet. And then of course, Lemmy. So Lemmy is our Lemonade Day mascot. And Lemmy comes to life in My Lemonade Day to help walk our kids through their experience. So really, it's almost kind of like a kids show that you might watch on TV. So really high quality. We're really excited for kids to be able to experience My Lemonade Day in the coming months. So thank you, Rebecca, for letting us really kind of make that announcement today with the chamber. So we thought, how appropriate, and the timing really has been ideal. Again, this was already in the works. This was something that we had already planned, and really when everything hit with COVID, we were so thankful that we made that investment in our kids. And this is something that I think kids and families will be able to utilize regardless of where we find ourselves in a couple months. We certainly hope things are so much better. We certainly hope that next year we are out and about supporting kids in our more traditional way. But in the meantime, we've got this great app coming that's going to be such a blast for our kids.
I absolutely love it. I'm so excited. I want to sign up my kids right now. I want to sign myself up. Sign up the dogs. Like, I want everyone to be involved. It looks so fun. So we've been talking about this little video. Real quick before we show it, if you're watching, if you're a business and you want to know how your business can get involved, or you maybe have like a couple of questions. I know we saw the home base in the background of a business for our Entrepreneurs of the Year last year. That's where they were at. So if maybe you're thinking, I want to have kids later when all this COVID settles down, and I want this to be a part of what my business plan does, or other questions you may think of, please type them below. That way we can get them to Amanda really quick. Or maybe you're a person, you have kids, and you want to see how you can get them involved, or what other questions you might have. Now's the chance. Go ahead and type those questions in. Amanda, if you're okay with it, let's go ahead and show the video really fast, and then we'll come back and hit all those questions. So without further ado.
How do kids make money? Whoa! Whoa! What's happening?
You should become an entrepreneur. Use My Lemonade Day to start your business. It's designed to help you turn your goal into a plan. And if you work the plan to run your lemonade stand, you'll achieve results to reach your dreams.
So that just looks Amazing. Really quick, to the point. It tells the kids what Lemonade Day is all about. It's really more than just having a stand. It teaches them all of those things you were talking about for preparing for their future and having a business one day of their own, or just the possibility of knowing that they're capable of doing that, of us empowering our kids right now, which is just so very exciting. It looked like we've got some really good comments in the Facebook, but we don't have too many questions. So, Amanda, is there anything else you would like to share with us right now?
Yeah, just that we're really excited about kind of what's on the horizon for Lemonade Day, but mostly we are excited about meeting our next batch of entrepreneurs. I can't tell you the joy and really the awe that we have experienced over the years and just getting to know some of our kids' stories. You know, a lemonade stand is a great equalizer. Anyone can do a lemonade stand, regardless of the demographics of your home and your family, regardless of where you live, regardless of your background. Everyone can do a lemonade stand. And so that's what we love, is this is an experience that anyone can do. And that through that experience, we see kids gaining confidence, stepping out into new opportunities, and using the money that they make to make difference in their community. So I told you earlier, we encourage spend, save, share, and we've had kids that have contributed and made a difference in local charities and with causes that are very important to them. And we think that's tremendous. And so we're so excited about what the future holds, and we would love for you to be a part of it, whatever that looks like, whether you're a parent, a community member, a local business. We want to see you get involved. And again, it's an exciting time to be a part of Lemonade Day with the new My Lemonade Day app. We've got lots coming, and you can follow Becky's story as she learns from Lemmy to hopefully get her garage rock band off the ground. So it's a fun story, and I think kids will enjoy it. And again, we're excited to see what the future holds.
Fantastic. Amanda, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And if you're watching this after the live and you have a question, feel free to drop it in the comments and we will get it to Amanda and she will do her best to answer so that we can get everyone involved. And you've noticed in the comments below, if you're wanting to follow, like when is the app coming out, or more information that you can find when we do the lemonade stands, if you want to find a stand that you can visit, there's a couple places you can go. So if you go to lemonadeday.org/Fort Hood area, and again, that link is below, that will get you the information. Follow them on Facebook. It's Lemonade Day GKFH for Greater Killeen Fort Hood. And you can also register at the lemonadeday.org. There's registration, there's more information. You'll find the map, you'll find all kinds of goodies there. So, Amanda, this has been such a treat. I want to go get a lemonade right now, see if I can find the kid on the way. Maybe not today, but hopefully soon. So thanks so much for all you're doing for our community, for bringing this great program to us. And I look forward to many businesses and many families getting involved.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Thank you for letting us be here. And, thank you for being one of our great parents. So we've enjoyed having your kids do Lemonade Day over the years. And so, that hats off to the great parents that are willing to go through this experience with kids. But I will say, to that point, we also have some great youth organizations and other mentors that have stepped up to work with kids where they needed it. So thank you again, Rebecca. It's been fun.
It's been great. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.